Joel travels on foot to Lincoln, Massachusetts, in search of his stashed provisions, while Ellie enters the basement and stabs a trapped infected to death. When Joel comes across a pile of human skeletons, he explains that the military culled some survivors to save food and living space. Bill monitors the evacuation from an underground bunker after the outbreak 20 years earlier in Lincoln. He raids abandoned businesses in search of supplies and materials to construct a generator, electric fence, and traps. 4 years later, he meets Frank, who bargains with him for a hot meal, a shower, and new clothes. He and Bill take turns playing long time on the piano. He concludes that Bill has never had anyone. Frank kisses him, and the two of them sleep together. Frank invites Tess and Joel to start a smuggling operation 3 years later. Joel persuades the misanthropic Bill to accept Frank's plan by pointing out flaws in the town's defenses that they can help repair. Later, raiders attempt to infiltrate the town, injuring Bill before being repelled by his defenses. Bill and Frank are elderly 10 years later, with Frank suffering from a degenerative disease that limits his mobility. He asks Bill to assist him in dying. Bill dresses Frank in new suits, and the couple marries in their living room. After dinner, Bill puts a lethal dose of sleeping pills in Frank's wine and admits he spiked his own drink as well, admitting he doesn't want to live without Frank. They go back to their room. Joel and Ellie arrive in Lincoln several weeks later. Ellie discovers a letter from Bill addressed to Joel, in which he leaves him his truck, weapons, and any supplies he requires. Bill describes how caring for and protecting Frank gave him a sense of purpose, and he and Joel both have a mission to save and protect the deserving. Joel becomes emotional when he realizes Bill was referring to Tess. He and Ellie agree to take Bill's truck to Wyoming in search of Tommy, who may be able to assist in transporting Ellie to the Fireflies. Joel establishes new ground rules for Ellie. Neither of them is to address Tess or their respective histories. Ellie is to keep her condition private, and she must obey Joel's orders. They stockpile from Bill's stash. Ellie discovers a gun and conceals it in her backpack, unbeknownst to Joel. The two drive away, listening to Ronstadt's song on cassette.